Heyo, welcome to OmniBros on a Friday night. And what the hell is that background? That is the creepiest thing I have ever. I've read Junji Ito comics, and that's the creepiest thing I've ever seen. Let me
hmm
take this off. You agree, right? You're like highly disturbed by this?
I hate this thing. What was it? Geo posted it in the chat earlier today, and I went, Jesus, Geo.
Oh, he did. So did he go back in after and create this, or did they leave it from last night?
I think
Ah,
Oh, this is from last night.
last
Okay.
night. Okay. I want all of you to be scarred like we are. So take a look as I remove us. That background is what happens when you and Lou aren't here, Jess. That is super creepy. Yeah, right, Kane? Okay, I'm going to change it just a sec. That is ridiculous. Oh, here. Kane's here. So,
Oh.
okay. Where are our. Okay, anything's better than that. How about the sunset on Gotham City or whatever that is?
Let's do that. I like that more.
Monster cereals, donuts, Tim Tams, ice cream.
Anything is better. You're right. Anything is better than that. You
Let's
know?
go with ice cream since I put it in the manga show strikes again. You guys, the problem is you're enabling them.
This is true.
You guys should stop watching OmniBros Manga Geekdom Riley Bros manga show, whatever, or else complain.
We have no control over the Japanese boys. We really don't.
We really don't, as you can
You know?
see. Um,
What's that old
okay.
saying? Evil flourishes when good people do nothing. And you guys let it flourish every Thursday.
You guys are the problem.
You guys are the problem, not us.
Kenny, I'm glad you're super excited. The Lou and I are not watching anything Superman. The teaser was all we're gonna watch.
Jess,
Um, so I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad everybody else, whoever else out there, liked it. Uh, but we don't want to talk about it really. But
I
good on you.
you have to forgive me for I have sinned.
You
Father,
went to see it?
Father, forgive me for I have sinned.
There's a twist I didn't expect. I
Okay,
didn't expect that twist at all. Wow.
so I watched it because Riley said, "Hey man, it's not much different than what you've already seen." And even then, I kind of regret watching it because it's true. It's not. It's honestly, it's just an extended bit of that scene with Crypto at the very beginning.
It's extended of crypto?
It's extended, but you know what? I'm not even gonna say. I will say,
Okay. I,
yeah. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say because I don't want to ruin anything for you. And it's not. The scene plays out in a way you don't expect, and it's brilliant. And I honestly, I cannot wait for this movie to come out. It made me even more excited. It's so good.
okay. That's actually enough for me. I'm very
Yeah.
happy about
Yeah,
that.
no, you're gonna love this, dude, because it's pure. This is your Superman. Your James Gunn pulled from your stuff.
From my stuff. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about this, Javi. Let me find that. There's so many things. Uh I can't get. Oh, here it is. Son of a bitch. What? Good call, Javi.
You're gonna love it. I'm telling you, you are so gonna
Okay.
love this.
That's awesome. Oh, and Kane did voice her disapproval last night over whatever the hell that was. Oh, and Aku wants Dairy Queen now. Joey Richards from Down Under, welcome, welcome. And so, what are we talking about tonight? Horror stuff?
No, no.
No, I think in the I think Kane, one night of trauma is enough. Wow. No, I think in the Geo might have changed it. I think I put OmniBros Live, Martian Manhunter because Lou read that,
Mm-hmm.
and then ice cream and iPhones
Mm.
because I did not read any comics this week. But I am guilty with an explanation. I had a couple of pain days, which have been very rare. Yeah. Okay. Great. Celebrate
Wow.
with balloons. Wow.
Balloons. Wow.
And
Wow.
then junior management was here Sunday through Wednesday, which is a rare treat. So I was watching while she was working, but then she'd take breaks and we'd watch this extremely funny show on Netflix called Dairy Girls. And it's Derry, Derry, Ireland. And it's a really great comedy, but you have to watch it with subtitles because it is straight from Ireland. And not only is there Irish slang in there, but they're talking serious Irish brogue. You miss everything unless you have subtitles on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, okay.
Somebody's
Alexa,
got
volume 1. I know it's got to be Patty. I don't know what she's doing.
You got Jehovah's Witnesses showing up right now, Jess? What's going on over there?
What is going on? This is late for those guys. So I didn't
You
read
never
any
know.
comics. What's that?
You never know. They might show up at
No.
any time.
So I didn't read any comics, and I'm way behind on overviews, and I have some video ideas, but it's taken me a while to recover from those pain days. So that but it was fun seeing Kelly. And sorry, we forgot bacon popcorn again. That could happen though. Mr. Awesome read the new Absolute Martian Manhunter and really enjoyed it. Okay. Happy Friday, happy weekend. William Lee's here for ice cream. We had a ton of ice cream for our birthdays. I can talk about ice cream. I didn't read comics. That's going to be your job. And I can talk about iPhones and laptops.
Okay.
Lou, did you read Absolute Green Lantern?
I read a slew of Absolute titles this week, and that was the only one I did not get a chance to read. I've read the other ones, though.
Okay. Jess, you need a dog like Crypto. Yeah, but I don't know if you would like the switch to digital. Oh, because he's digitally manipulated or something?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
It's okay. Happy pain days. Release the balloons.
Release the hounds.
Yeah, I definitely want plush Crypto when it comes out. What are you on about? Cycle. Absolute and James has been keeping up with them. Absolute Martian Manhunter was amazing. Aku says, I really didn't like Martian Manhunter. It's not the worst of the absolute number ones, though.
Ooh.
Interesting. You know. Well, we all have different opinions on this kind of thing.
Where will I fall? Where am I going to fall on that?
Yeah. One opinion that we all share, though, is that the place to go for your online books, your online collected editions, is in stocktrades.com, where you can get your collected editions from 30% all the way up to sometimes in the sales 80% off. Don't forget your 2% loyalty discount. $50 or more in an order gets you free shipping in the United States. We're in a new month, so the $50 gift card is up for grabs, and those Asian reader boys last month gave it away, so we have to steal it from them. Manga show is ruining our lives.
Oh my God.
Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's in stocktrades.com. Yeah. Right on, man.
By the way, that was smooth, man. Very professional.
Thank you. I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah.
Barnacle Blake, I got your package out and it's ready to go. He won, let's see, I think he won some action figures, right, Barnacle Blake? It is in the hallway, ready to be taken to the post office. Thank you for participating. Also, I got today's Superman and Lois season 4 on Blu-ray. Nice. I don't. Crushing Crisis loved Absolute Martian Manhunter so much he wrote a song about it.
Ooh.
That's always dangerous when, well, what he loves, I tend to love too. It's what he hates that I don't vibe with at all. Like he hates everything I love, like unreservedly, like anything Mark Waid writes, anything Tom King writes, anything anybody writes. Peter and I are completely on opposite sides. But that's good. He wrote a song about it. Gosh.
Yeah.
Matt, Jess, I popped in last night, even though I never read manga, to support Gio and check out the show. That demon-headed MODOK as a child is what greeted me first thing in. See? You need to be careful when you go into the manga show. Those guys are high on life.
Somebody must stop them. Stop, Kane. You have mod privileges. What are you doing?
Yeah. Absolute Flash was really good, and I'm not a Flash fan like that. Oh, Elemis knows what's going on. Sister Michael is my favorite from Dairy Girls. Such a good show. And you spelled favorite with a U, so you must be from like Britain, UK, Australia, New Zealand, one of those, Singapore, one of those places that puts the extra U in there. I'm glad you like Dairy Girls. Sister Michael is relentlessly funny.
I did read Absolute Flash #1 as well, so I'll be talking about that tonight.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, giving away the OmniDog birthday month gift card on the manga show seems like a hostile takeover by the Backwards Boys. I like that. Not Backstreet Boys, but Backwards Boys.
That was that was our January 6th, Jess. That was January 6th.
It was a hostile takeover.
It was a hostile takeover.
Crushing Crisis live streams are amazing, especially the end where he sings to the audience. Yeah, he seems to have the Sunday show really going well. I'm going to have to start tuning into that.
Nice.
My mod powers do not override admin powers. Like we're admins?
I guess, yeah.
I want to make you the strongest mod possible. I thought I already did that. Are you not the strongest mod possible, Kane? I mean, I want to make you ultra powerful.
It's like right there between her and James, I would argue.
I'll give them both absolute power.
Yeah.
Oh, we're technically admin. Okay. You don't even have that power. Okay. we should crash it like Very Fine Condition and I, when he was visiting for Baltimore Con, I think in 2023, he and I crashed the manga show and it was great. We just created chaos for 20 minutes. It was really fun. You and I should just do that. Just jump in and start yelling at reading comics backwards and showing hideous things. Yeah, Spider-Man, Peter Parker, and Ned Tupac. Jess is such a giver. He gives out gifts on his B-Day. Had some great giveaways, too. Thanks again, Jess. Well, you're welcome, Barnacle Blake. I found out from Lars, who would know this stuff, that is what's known as a Hobbit's birthday. Hobbits apparently give gifts on their birthday.
That's cool.
And Lars Lars is the person that would know that. Oh yeah. I think SSD and I crashed the Wednesday show when I don't remember who Lou was on, but we totally took it over and talked about cereal for the rest of the time. That's where the pregnancy cereal was.
Oh yeah.
You said that was the most fun you'd ever had on a stream because we completely crashed it and ruined it.
That was who did we have on? Was it me and Gio? No.
I don't think it was Gabe.
No, it wasn't Gabe. I forgot who we had on. So I wasn't feeling the best that night, and Tyler is such chaotic energy that I was like, oh man, I don't know how this is gonna go. And to this day, that is probably one of my favorite streams, just because Tyler is so much fun. I ended up walking away from that stream feeling so much better. I don't know what was going on. I just did not feel well.
He spent 5 days with me, and it was 5 days of exhausting fun. It, I, I don't know that I've ever felt my age as much. First of all, I had a ton of fun with Tyler, and I would love
Yeah.
it if he'd visited again. But man, I got exhausted, and he was because we were visiting comic stores and then restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
The comic stores were like an hour and a half away. Then he wanted to go to Sonic, was an hour in that direction. And by the time I came home, it was like 6 o'clock. I fell asleep in my chair for like 5 hours while Tyler played a game with Patty till 2 in the morning. What did they play? Roomy Cube. Tyler, he's a character, man.
Tyler is Tom Hanks from Big in real life.
That's just totally true.
That's the best way that I could describe Tyler. He is Tom Hanks from Big in real life, only he has a kid himself.
2 kids.
2 kids. That's correct. Yes.
Yeah. Geo is OP. OP? What?
Overpowered.
Overpowering?
Yeah.
Next week we get Absolute Batman with Mr. Freeze coming, and he looks vampiric. I'm excited. Then we get Bane. Wow. There's a lot of great stories coming out of this Absolute line.
I'm going to talk about Absolute Batman tonight as well.
Mm.
Where will all these books fall tonight? I've read a bunch of good stuff.
We didn't need anything there, Brian. We each got 2 drinks apiece. Like I got a banana chocolate milkshake.
Ooh.
And then another milkshake. And he got 2 milkshakes too. He said he told me the food was not good at Sonic to just get drinks, and so I had to go with Tyler. He was, but Omar's made up for it. Omar's stayed here a couple times now and been very good, and so I have zero problem with Very Fine coming back, and his wife and his kids. New Marvel Legends maximum figure on the way. Incredible Hulk. Here it is. BBTS has started raising the prices on Mayfex Spider-Man 2099 is now $124. Whoa, that's
starting.
A big jump.
It's starting.
It's not across the board, but it's starting.
Look, you know the most likely reason for that. My advice to anybody is, we won't get into it too much here. If you are planning to upgrade your tech for anything in the next if you wanted to upgrade your tech, it might be the best idea to do it now because everything's going to skyrocket soon. We upgraded all our phones last week in anticipation of this. And I ended up getting a new tablet in anticipation of this as well.
And seeing that in the chat, which you said, and realizing that there's an immediate 10% tariff on everything tomorrow. I think it's an across the board 10%.
Yeah, man.
This is why I put iPhones in the title, because you upgraded your iPhones. Patty's been needing a new iPhone. I need a new laptop. Patty's laptop's 7 years old, and so's her phone. My laptop's 5 years old, and so's my phone. So we upgraded my laptop today and both our phones.
Smart.
Because I think you're right. I think in just a couple weeks, those things, I don't see how, or a month, I don't know when it plays out, but those things are going to be pricey.
Yeah, we bit the bullet. We upgraded everything. We did a trade-in. AT&T was good enough, and we traded in all our old ones, and they gave us a huge discount on them. So we're paying practically nothing on our new phones. I went from a 12 to a 16, which is, I needed it.
Yeah.
And my wife got a 16 as well. My mother-in-law got a 15. We upgraded everything. And I just got the new iPad, the The iPad 11, the one that just came out, but the budget-friendly version. It was only like $300.
I haven't upgraded my iPad. I think I'm fine with my iPad.
Yeah.
But yeah, one thing very fine condition. Well, very fine condition knows several things. One, comics.
True.
Two, drinking.
True.
And three, tech.
Yeah.
And he always says that you should, if you're doing YouTube, you should always upgrade every 3 years.
Yeah, it's an investment.
I don't think he's upgrading because he's putting money towards something else regarding his channel. I don't want to speak for him, but he told me what he was getting, and it's money well spent.
Good.
But yeah, I just decided I had to. I don't know. And Patty always complains about her phone, and I'm like, okay, whatever. Let's just spend the money to make you happy.
What's okay? So here's a question, because you were much better with money and no money, much better than I do. How do you think this will affect comics, omnibuses, trade paperbacks, and stuff like that? Have you looked into it? Do you?
Yeah, I have, and the answer that people, like Omar and Curtis from Clover Press are simply things like, we won't know until we know.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to know specifically, but it seems like every country, and I mean every country, has got a tariff on it.
Yep.
Canada and China and Turkey are like the three main places for collected editions.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe there's at least one American American place that, what am I trying to say? That creates collected editions. American printer. But I think the majority come from Canada and China, and I don't see how they don't. I think we're looking by the end of the year at maybe a $200 Omni.
Jesus.
And maybe before that.
Wow. Man.
Spill the beans. I don't know. Yeah, the smelly ones come from Turkey. Yeah.
Penguins.
Yeah, they do sort of smell. I mean, just
now this is if it sticks. If it stays, we should probably clarify that.
It's
don't know.
The administration's mercurial. Maybe they're trying to use this as leverage. I don't know. This is some uncharted territory that you can't really be flip about, because this could cause some serious economic disruptions.
Yeah.
But if these stick, we are. I mean, regular $100 Omnis are going to be 125 to 150, and those 150 Omnis are going to be 200.
Jesus, man. Wow. Well,
yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Here we go. Switch 2. Yeah, we had conversations about that in the OmniBros chat today. Switch 2 pre-order is being delayed while they decide if they need to increase the price in the States.
500. That's what I think it's going to be in the States. I think they're going to bump it up to 500.
What was it?
It's 450.
I
think they'll shoot it up to 500. If this sticks, I think we're probably looking at a $550 switch to in the States. Yeah.
Wow.
I think so.
Brian's thinking of pulling. Oh, if you're on a 12, yeah, you should upgrade. They actually have pretty darn good deals with trade-ins. Lou's right. For phones, it was really good.
Yeah. You have AT&T?
I have Verizon. That's
Verizon.
We get the best service around here from Verizon.
Yeah, I have AT&T, and we that's what we did. We just took our phones, we did a trade-in, and they're like, "Yep, this is the deal you're going to get." We're like, "All right, awesome. Our phones are pretty much paid off."
Yeah, I feel like looking at the fine. I looked at the fine print as best as I could, and it sounds like we got a similar deal
Mm-hmm.
for phones. Now for my laptop. Oh, oh no 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 no! For my laptop, I'm not trading this old laptop in. This is going to be. Patty had this idea like 3 months ago. She has a younger sister who sometimes gets stuff from us, and so Patty said to me, "You need to get a new laptop. Then I'll get your old laptop. Then my sister will get my old laptop." And I said, "All I hear is I get a new laptop." So it was upper management's ideas. So I was like, "Okay, sure."
That's all. That whole conversation, all that went through was, I get a new laptop.
Yeah, that was the key. That's the thing that starts the dominoes falling. Just gets a new laptop.
Oh
Um,
Lord.
so,
Yeah.
and I will tell you, that just as an adjunct to this conversation, for the first time in, I think, in a long time, if ever, okay, we haven't, you and I haven't have known each other since like 2015, but 2008, when we went through the financial crisis
Mm-hmm.
for like 2 years, vintage comic books and things like CGC books or old raw copies, things, there wasn't a disruption in the the dealers. All the dealers pretty much had regular customers that would still buy key issues, even throughout the financial, um, even during the financial troubles that were 2008, 2009. I
Mm-hmm.
just had a meeting with my friend who's a dealer. He's also the United pilot that he and I flew out to LA for In-N-Out Burger for lunch and dinner and then flew right back. Um,
Ooh,
that,
fancy.
that was 2018. That was one of my crazier things. But he said people are not willing to spend anything over $500 right now. Like
Yeah.
all the major books, Hulk 181, Amazing Spider-Man 1, Tomb of Dracula 10,
Yeah.
all these key books have utterly gotten crushed, and everybody's too afraid to spend money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well, everybody's scaling back. Everybody has to scale back right now.
yeah, so it's even affecting our hobby of like vintage comics, which he
Yeah.
said he's never seen. People hold so tightly to their cash.
And I think that's going to be the case for probably the next, if, well, we'll see. We'll see how this goes because, well, yeah, things tend to change depending on somebody's mood when they wake up in the morning, and and how they feel. Oh God, Jesus, we don't talk about that stuff here, but
Right.
Jesus,
But
God,
that part is affecting us. Yeah.
yeah. So I thought it was relevant because it will
Yeah.
end up affecting us comic book wise for those of you that collect physical editions, and it is important to talk about this stuff because you might be looking in the near future of deciding, do I want Strike Force? Or do I want, what was that other one? Warform or Warfare? Which one's coming out? I forgot the name of it. We talked about it on Monday. You weren't there. You might want
Oh.
to decide if you want Strike Force.
Oh, Warlord? Was it Mike Grell's
Warlord.
Warlord?
Yeah, if you want Warlord or if you want Strike Force in the near future or
I think
omnibuses.
I I think there's a lot of people that actually want Warlord. That's a beloved like 80s title from Mike Grell.
Is it though?
It has its fans, yeah.
Okay,
Strike
all
Force, yeah, no, that's headed straight for Ollie's. I don't even know that that's not even going to comic shops. That's just going straight to Ollie's.
Yeah.
That's yeah, you
They
should
ship it.
keep your cash in your pocket for Strike Force Morituri. That's ridiculous.
They ship it straight to Ollie's. They won't even tariff Strike Force. They'll just like, here, take the thing.
Nah, yeah. Yeah, I saw this. Mark Wade posted on Marvel Masterworks message board today. In short, speaking as someone who knows this will almost certainly be catastrophic for our industry, unless things change, and soon I'd expect a lot of solicited books to be canceled.
It could be the
That's
case.
yeah, that really could be.
They could be scaling back. They could be going, you know what? We're going to cut back. We're not going to put out Strike Force. We're not going to put out these. But I mean, look, some of these books like Strike Force, I go, do we really need a Strike Force Omni? Whose idea was that? You know, there are some of these choices where I go, I don't get it. Strike Force being one of them. And
Yeah.
why? Nobody asked for this. It's just going to sit on the shelf. But hey.
Mercurial is kinder. Yeah, I'm trying to gently
Yeah.
walk around this because I don't want to. We try to be positive and have fun on this channel, but
Yes.
sometimes we have to bow to the fact of reality outside our doors. So yeah, so we are tiptoeing around it. You've done that laptop swap before in the last few years. This laptop, I wonder if this is the laptop I got after I fried my keyboard.
It might be.
Coke.
It might be.
I think it is. I think this is so. This is like at least 5-6 years old.
Yeah, that might be it.
Yeah, Lou's experimenting with his internet connection. I think
I don't think I'm that bad. Do I look bad to you?
Yeah, you're pretty fuzzy.
Really? Damn it.
I wonder if it would make sense for you to. Can you plug directly into your router?
Not with this MacBook. I think I might need an adapter for it.
Oh yeah, that's what I got, so I could plug
We,
into.
we might be getting rid of this internet that we're experimenting with within the next 2 days. So.
Whoop, up here. It's going to be interesting to see how the Transformers Kickstarter will do when it goes live April 8th. Answer is simple. They will print more in Turkey because of the 10% with the lowest, so expect more printed in Turkey. They won't increase prices that way because the costs are so low when there. Here's Jewish Dragons. What up?
That's a positive way of looking at it.
Good to see Jewish Dragons. First I ever heard of Strike Force was in the old Wizard magazine. They loved it. I bet they did. On the other hand, expect increases in DC books. For example, Authority Volume 2 is $175. Is that what it's at now or what it's going to be?
Jesus.
Because I was interested in that book, but the material is not as strong as in Volume 1.
Is this the Millar stuff?
No, this is all the stuff that happened afterwards, after that first volume with Ellis and Miller. Okay. Brubaker wrote a 12-issue, had 12 issues that was actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's some other stuff that's kind of not so good, but I did want it all collected.
Okay.
Mad Lib style. Here's Larry. Larry knows stuff. The quality from that Turkish printer went up by a lot on average, but the China-based one is still preferable. DC uses Canada a lot, and it's even better, of course, but it's getting hit too.
Jesus.
Oh, wouldn't that be the ironic thing? Inhumans Omni gets released.
Oh,
$350.
Don't do that to him.
Poor Geo.
That is the monkey's paw. Oh my god. Holy shit.
The internet has been a minefield the whole day.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's still coming out, isn't it? Or I probably would have bought a Strike Force on it. They haven't canceled it, have they? It's still on the docket, I thought. And peace and love to Jewish Dragons. He's a great guy, so I don't want to cast aspersions on him if he's getting a Strike Force. You get the one pass, Jewish Dragons. Happy Friday to Jesse Say What.
Happy Friday, Jesse.
It was 125. Oh, and it recently updated to 175? That's a hurricane jump.
Jesus.
You might be right on this, Harvey. Expect DC Ultra to continue to being the only sane option. It's really hard for me to review books on my iPad, though. That's why I have to get physical books. I don't know. I know that's a first world problem, but
I don't see this sticking long term, man. I don't know. I mean, who knows? I don't know. We don't know. I can't imagine this sticks long term because people are gonna eat this dude alive. I don't know.
I don't know that anything matters to him.
Yeah, might not. Yeah.
Hey-o, Hondo, Patreon Sunday or another day?
We have to sit down and schedule that. Yeah.
We will we'll let you know, Hondo. It can't be the last Sunday of this month because something amazing happened. This is the first time it's happened. My daughter bought us baseball tickets with her own money.
Oh wow.
And the parking.
Nice.
And I said, okay, food is on me then. And so it's going to be a father-daughter because upper management's going to be out of town for 2 weeks.
That's awesome.
I know. I'm
so cool.
I'm very impressed. She's actually making real dosh at this job. I hope she can keep it, keep the job. So we'll keep you posted, Hondo. It'll be in the next couple of Sundays.
That's awesome, man. That's okay. What's your what's your go-to meal at a ball game?
Well,
do you do the little ice cream and the helmet, or?
I have had that before. Uh-huh. The one thing that you can get at Nationals Park, where the Washington Nationals play, is this from Ben's Chili Bowl, which is like a DC institution. And it is a half smoke hot dog covered with chili, cheese, and onions. And it is astonishingly good.
Wow, that sounds great.
It is, the half smoke is what makes it. It's a little spicy, but then the chili's good. People, there are tour buses now that pull up and all the people go to Ben's Chili. It was 20, let's see, how old am I? 40 years ago, that area was, when I had a DC job, that area that Ben's is in Washington, D.C., the unemployment office was there, and I'm not exaggerating. There were needles in the gutter, and people slumped around on the sidewalk. Total panhandling. It was really, buildings were torched. Parts of it had never come back from the 1968 riots, but Ben's stayed open and was always there. Now, I didn't go to Ben's at that time. And it's funny, now it's been completely renovated. There's a subway line that goes right to U Street, which is where Ben's is. Tour buses come out with all the people to go into Ben's. It's a completely different story, but I'm not kidding. I saw needles in the gutter when I went to unemployment to file, when I was let go of my job. But there's also a Shake Shack there, but it's always crowded. So, and my daughter's gluten intolerant, so she can't get any sandwiches. So one time she got like this liter of margarita that was in this crazy thing. I think she and my wife shared it. I was like, are you guys what? They said, you're driving. And I'm like, yeah, that's right, I'm driving. We like peanuts. We love nice. Salted peanuts.
Gotta do that, yeah.
And yeah, we'll probably get the sundae in the cup, in the helmet cup.
Did you ever see, you just reminded me, have you seen the episode where the Simpsons, they have the soccer team that shows up?
Oh yeah, and that's the whole riot with guns and stuff.
Yes.
Are you ready for some soccer? And it's being really boring.
Yeah, I love Bart. He's like, "Hey, Paella man, hit me," and then the Paella man throws it.
Paella man.
Dude, oh my god, that's a great episode.
That is, are you ready for some
Soccer!
soccer?
And they do this commercial. It looks amazing, and then they all go to the soccer game, and it's like, what the hell is this? That
They're
just
kicking the ball back and forth really slowly. Good pull on that one. That was funny.
oh man, as somebody that so I've tried. I've tried watching soccer, aka football, and the only time I've been really interested in is when Messi was playing. And
Oh,
yeah, because that was a big thing. It's a big event when he was playing, and he even in Inter Miami when he came here, we started watching some of their games and stuff like that, and I actually found it pretty interesting. But I just kind of lost interest after a while. I don't have the attention span for it. That's on me. I can respect it as a sport because Jesus, the cardio involved in it to run that much is in just um man, but I just doesn't do anything for me.
yeah, I understand that. I, but I mean, there's millions of people around the globe that love it like nothing else. So
Oh
I
yeah,
think
dude. No,
it has
there,
to do with what you're raised on.
there is a pub not far from our house, and I think it's Manchester. I'm not really sure. Somebody out there is going to be yelling at the screen. It's the red, blue, whatever. Yes, red and blue team, and that place is loaded when there's a game on, or just people in that uniform.
Yeah. And then when World Cup is on, lots of bars, are open at 4 a.m. because World
Yeah.
Cup's on at a different time and people pack those places.
We're supposed to be hosting that soon, right?
America is?
Yeah, I think we host the next World Cup. Well, as of right now, we host the next World Cup. We'll
That's a good
see how that goes.
that's a good point.
Yeah, that might be. Yeah, let's move this thing somewhere else.
Okay, good point. Sunday, April 20th is Easter.
That is true. Yes.
So it could be maybe next Sunday, the 13th might be our best bet. Are we still thinking of reading Superior Foes?
I was gonna say that we do Superior Foes, or with all this Superman talk, I think Absolute Superman would also be Absolute Superman.
Absolute All-Star
No,
Superman?
All Star Superman would also be a good choice.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So,
whichever one. I'm good with whichever one.
oh, but not both. We just choose.
Yeah, one or the other. Yeah.
I'm happy reading both. Oh, I may read both uh, again. I love both those books. So,
All right. Yeah, I could get through both of those in time.
okay, Hondo, April 13th, I'll write it down, is Patreon at 1 o'clock.
Okay, I'll start reading those again tomorrow.
And the homework is Superior Foes of Spider-Man. April 3rd, April. April. So we'll read them both, but you can take your pick of what you want to read. Superior Foes of Spider-Man,
Okay.
or how's that sound? Or All-Star Superman.
That sounds good.
You really get your Patreon bucks worth on that.
Yeah, we're gonna be reviewing. So April 13th. That's not this weekend. Next weekend, Jess and I will be talking about Absolute Superman and Superior Foes of Spider-Man. So some good stuff there.
At All-Star Superman.
Yep. All
Yeah,
Star
DC's
Superman.
made it confusing.
Yeah, it has been because I always think about the Absolute edition of All Star Superman. It's been a long week.
Yeah.
All Star Superman. We'll be talking about that just because Superman seems to be on everybody's mind, and I can't wait for that movie.
Kane's excited about something. I don't know what happened. Oh, James, that needs to be clipped. Was it something something I said? Maybe. Wait, what's happening here? Oh, good. Some good stuff at Ollie's. Just bought Absolute Justice League Origin, $25 today. In Sikeston, Missouri, 2 copies left.
Nice, man.
Yeah, good score. Hondo living his rock and roll lifestyle, going to Dream State Trance Music Festival. Oh, what it must be like to be young again.
Mm.
And tomorrow, the Cow Palace, where I saw U2, Kiss, Cheap Trick. I've seen so many bands at the Cow Palace.
Wow.
Father daughter at a baseball game is amazing. That's what the yay was for, I think. Yeah. We haven't done that since the Nats first moved to town. Thank you. We will. Wow, congrats. That game sounds fun. Go Mets. Yeah, where's Booster Green when I need him? He's a Mets fan. I took my dad to see the Yankees play at the old stadium on Father's Day. It was the best day of his life. He
That's
enjoyed
fantastic.
himself so much. I hope the same for you in junior management, Jess. What a great memory, Kane. That's so great.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome, man.
Kelly did say it was an early Father's Day present. And actually, considering what everything cost on her end, I don't want anything else for Father's Day. The only thing I asked is that I don't have to do any dishes. Otherwise, just treat it as a normal day.
Yeah.
Make me food, but don't make me clean the dishes.
It's a good trade.
Oh, Kane knows Ben's. Yeah. So that's why I like going to it at the ballpark, because it's really pretty easy. Right around the 6th inning. As a Cubs fanatic, I love Wrigley Field with all my heart, except for one thing. Their concession food options are garbage? Really?
Damn.
Man, I can't believe that. Stadiums have just upped their game. There's so much new stuff at Nats Park. I think Kelly and I want to try a lot of different stuff.
I haven't been to a baseball game in years. It's been so long.
Just an overpriced couple of beers and maybe some helmet nachos if I'm starving. Oh, Munin, you're falling asleep. Well, it was good to see you. I'm glad we had you here.
Good to see you, pal.
420 Easter. Get high with the Easter rabbit. Also, Omnicat's birthday. I better put that on my calendar.
Oh, it's Kristen's birthday?
Yeah.
Oh.
420. Kristen B-Day. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Good. There we go. Now I won't forget it. 420 Easter. The 13th is my birthday. I could definitely use that. Well, awesome, Casa de Finch. 420 is also the second night of WrestleMania this year, in addition to Easter.
Yes,
Wow.
it is. Yes, it is, and I cannot wait. I'm so excited.
Now, is that a pay-per-view thing, or do you get it on a channel normally?
I get it on Peacock.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it on Peacock.
Even though I haven't got my books shipped on my order from the 18th, I still ordered more for ImStock yesterday because I have a problem and I love their prices. Is there one? I feel that there's probably one book holding it up, Casa, right? It's not that they've picked all of them and scanned all of them. I bet there's one book, like maybe an older book that you ordered that they just, or something that went out of stock and they had to order more. So check your order history and see what the 18th is and see what that book is that's holding it up. I had a book. I haven't got, let me see what's going on. I have a book that's holding up my order from a couple weeks ago, but I don't blame them for it, rather. I understand. Let's see what it is. Account, order history. Oh, something got shipped. Wait a sec. I thought one thing was getting held up from 318. Oh, Doom Treasury Edition. That's what's holding it up.
Oh.
I bet that thing was really popular and they ran out of copies. I'm going to be salty if I don't get this thing because I missed it when it came out on the newsstand, and everybody's raving about it. Erg. That's probably what it is, Casa. Oh, my yay was for the baseball tickets. James needs to clip in Humans Omni at 350. Okay, that's funny. Well, The Way Out of Print Superior Foes can be read on Marvel Unlimited, Hondo. Do you have that? So excited for WrestleMania. Oh, we have birthdays. Is that Batmantha, Mary M, and Curtis? Okay, wow. 2 books, Phantom Stranger Omni and Fourth World 2 Omni. Now, Phantom Stranger just got reprinted, right?
Did it? Yeah, I think it's coming out. If it hasn't,
Yeah, I think it just got reprinted. So maybe they underordered that, and that Fourth World 2 Omni, they had to, they had to. There's no. I bet that wasn't even in the warehouse. I'm sure they must have ordered that. So yeah. Okay, I'm soloing it. Fine. Hi. He'll sign back in a minute. But okay, so let's see. Upgraded my iPhones and laptop. Ice cream. Let's talk ice cream now. We had ice cream sundaes for my birthday, and they were awesome. I had like 3 of them, which is not really good for me, but it was my birthday. So here's what I had on them: vanilla ice cream, which was from Tillamook, which I really love. Then I had chocolate sauce, salted caramel sauce, and marshmallow sauce. Now you understand why I had to have 3 of those, because they were so good. And whipped cream, but we forgot to get cherries. And then my birthday dinner was hamburgers and caramelized onions and asparagus, which is like a regular dinner, but I like hamburgers. So, and then junior management's birthday was Monday. She likes lemon clam linguine with gluten-free pasta. And then her mother makes a special angel food cake, and the frosting recipe is from upper management's mother. So it holds great significance. Plus, it's delicious. So yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Casa. Yeah, I get it. I'm hoping that I don't get a letter that says, sorry, we're out of Doom Treasury and I've got to scramble somewhere else to get it. That's not the email I want to get. Okay, so Aku asked earlier what we were going to use this to dive into absolutes, and I have the absolute universe, rather, not absolute books, and I don't have any. I haven't read any comics. Let's see. What I spent the day shipping and boxing everything that people won from my giveaway last Friday. And I still need to do my G.I. Joe review so Phenomenal AC can get his G.I. Joe book. So there's that. And let's get some feedback from the chat. If you could get ice cream, what kind of ice cream would you believe? What kind of ice cream would you want right now? What kind of ice cream do you want? Vanilla, chocolate, pistachio, banana splits? Oh yeah, we had bananas in our sundaes too.
I'm back. Sorry.
That's fine. I was just telling him all about I was telling him about the ice cream sundaes we had for my birthday.
Oh, nice.
Vanilla ice cream with bananas chopped up in them, chocolate sauce, caramel sauce, and marshmallow sauce, which was the key to the whole thing.
I want you to know my wife is going through a cleanse, and she's right next to me.
Sorry.
so upset.
Sorry.
She is not very happy right now.
Oh dear. James like cookies and cream. Solid choice. Chocolate and more chocolate. Right on. Barnacle Blake, bubblegum ice cream. I didn't know you were 8 years old. I thought you were like a grown man. Oh, Rebel is the brand you keep recommending. Mint chocolate chip. Mint.
I don't like that.
Yeah, no, we are not fans of mint.
Butter pecan, good choice. I do like butter pecan.
There's a shop here.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the shop that I was telling you about?
What shop?
The ice cream shop.
Yes.
Melody. Sweet Melody.
Okay.
That has an alternative to. Did he just say rum raisin?
Can you hear my wife?
Yeah, I didn't say rum raisin, but I used to love Haagen-Dazs rum raisin.
The place that I was telling you about,
Mhm.
wanting to go,
Yeah.
they have an alternative to rum raisin.
What's it called?
I'm looking for it right now.
Raisin rum?
No.
Yeah, Kane, William Lee did break out the Rebels during my birthday stream when I had ice cream. Kelly and I both had ice cream. Actually, we had ice cream all day that day, I think. The birthday stream, Kelly came on with me and we ate ice cream.
Nice.
Martian Manhunter and Green Lantern, yeah. I actually had triple chocolate. It was pretty good. Is it actually 1 gram of sugar?
There's no way.
Try Rebel. It is very, very low sugar, if none at all. Oh, Katza, chocolate frosty from Wendy's.
Ooh.
That's really good. Can't go wrong with chocolate. You cannot, Mr. Awesome. Oh yeah, banana sundaes are always good. That was nice.
It's called
1 gram of sugar. It's amazing ice cream.
What is this?
Rebel. She's been
Oh.
talking about it for a long time.
I've never heard of this. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen it at Safeway.
So there's this thing apparently, bourbon pecan. Oh yeah, just can't have this. French custard ice cream with roasted and salted butter pecans with hints of maple and brown sugar. This flavor is one of our most loved creations, but they use bourbon in it.
Yeah, because it's like rum raisin, but it's bourbon pecan.
Huh. If the rum flavor's too strong, I probably couldn't.
Yeah, stay away. Yeah, stay away.
Rebels pistachio in the freezer right now, calling me like Green Goblin. Okay, what? Jewish Dragon's going all fancy. Stracciatella gelato.
What is that?
Yeah, what's in that, Jewish Dragon? Stracciatella gelato. Me and Granny's get the bubblegum ice cream. I also like lemon sherbet with gummy bears.
That sounds good. Yeah, I'm pretty basic. My go-to is usually cookies and cream.
That's not basic.
Fair.
Cookies and cream is, I feel cookies and cream falls kind of into the basic category, doesn't it?
Now it does. I remember it used to be kind of a unique idea.
Really?
Mine is Rocky Road.
Cookies and cream when it first showed up, yeah.
Huh.
It's like people are like, "What? Oreos in my ice cream? What the hell?" And then they ate it and they're like, "Okay, I'll have 50 more pints." If I didn't have to worry about blood sugar, I get mango ice cream from Mitchell's. I've heard of Mitchell's in San Francisco. I'll have to take you on when you visit. Hondo has 47 food places to take me in 2 days in San Francisco. I have no idea, and comic shops. I have no idea how we're gonna do it.
We have had Hondo on the show before, and Hondo is awesome. We've had him on the Patreon stream. He's an awesome dude.
Yeah, actually, I should get Hondo and Maniac Matt on my show.
You should. Both of them are just genuinely sweet people.
Yeah, they are good guys, and what was I going to say? Oh, they're both going to be at Heroes Con.
Okay.
Mint, mint, mint. I'm like Jess. Normally not a fan of mint. Not a mint fan. Okay, that's enough mint talk. Oh,
But the only one in our house that is a fan of mint is the 13-year-old.
mm.
She's the only one. Even my 2-year-old is like, she
And
didn't care for it.
did you end up getting a new tablet for your 13-year-old too?
No. We want to get her. So we want to get her a new laptop
Oh,
eventually, which means we might have to end up doing that sooner than we thought because of the way this tariff situation is shaking out. Because her laptop is 10 years old, maybe. Probably more. It's a
oh,
really old Mac, and she's going to high school next year. So I'm like, well, we should probably bite the bullet and upgrade her tech pretty soon.
Although she likes older tech, but yeah.
She's a very vintage kid.
yeah. She likes the Smiths. I dig her.
She is an old soul, but
Mm.
she's the sweetest kid.
She sounds pretty. From what I heard of her, maybe 2 months ago, a month ago.
Yeah.
She sounds pretty mature and together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for her age,
13,
yeah. For her age, Jay is pretty together.
Oh, and 13, I was a maniac. I barely even knew I was alive. So.
Oh, dude, yeah. 16. Oof.
Mm.
Stracciatella.
Let me finish with. Are you going to talk about comics?
I am, because I've got a few things I want to talk about.
Okay, let me finish with ice cream. Stracciatella is a kind of custard, vanilla with shards of chocolate, the kind of burst melt as you eat the gelato. Nice. If you come to the Bay, we got you, Jess. Yeah, baby. I might need 3 days in the Bay Area. Can't go wrong with the Smiths. That's right. So we'll get to the comic portion. You've been reading most of the absolutes, right?
I have, yeah. The only one that I have not. Huh?
I keep saying absolutes. It's the absolute line, not absolute books. Yeah, absolute
Which
line.
I hate the name. I don't like the name.
Yeah.
The line is great. I just don't like the name absolute because it's confusing. Right. So do you want me to start off with the best thing that I've read this week or the worst thing I've read this week?
Let's hear the best.
Okay. So, in my humble opinion, the best thing that I've read this week was probably Zatana #1.
And that's in the absolute universe?
No, this is separate.
Okay, good. Who's that? That's written by who's that written by? That's another. Is that I think that's a limited series, but it might be 12 issues.
Jamal Campbell.
Oh yeah, and he draws the whole thing too.
And let me tell you, the art on this, spectacular. It is fantastic.
Oh, that's so great.
So much so that I'm wondering how he's going to keep a monthly schedule on this, because the book looks incredible. He might be shoe-in for Artist of the Year for me when we get to the end of the year.
Have you read his Far Sector Green Lantern story?
Not. No, I have not.
It's pretty spectacular too. Great writing and, as you know, great art.
Right. I'll have to check that out because this was really, really good. It's so there's 2 issues out. I've only read the first one, but it kind of starts off with Zatana that she is basically doing. She's starting to open up her own magic show at this place, and she's got a group of people that are helping her open up this magic show. When all of a sudden there is this being, something, woman in white or something like that, that shows up out of these paintings, and she starts kidnapping the people that are working with her, and she brings them into the paintings.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's a really good concept. And Zatana has to jump into the paintings and start rescuing these people. The one hiccup that I have with this issue is that we get an awesome page where I'm going to have to take the background off of this. And it probably won't look the best on here. Here. We get this awesome page where you can see she's jumping into all these different movie posters. and she's rescuing people that she works with. Unfortunately, I'm like, man, that alone would be great for a limited series because I would love the concept of seeing Zatana jump into these classic
Yeah.
vintage style movie posters, and each issue would have its own theme of it.
Oh yeah.
But that's not what they do here. I'm like, damn, I really would have loved to have seen that. They kind of go gloss over that part pretty quickly, and this ends with a really solid cliffhanger. I'm not going to give it away, but man, it's good, Jess. It's
Hmm.
really, really, really good. I think you're gonna dig this once they collect it. I'm not gonna give away too much, but once this is collected, I know you're a huge Zatana fan.
Yeah.
You're gonna dig this one a lot. And not only that, like I said, the art on this is so damn great. With a character like Zatana, you have an ability to go kind of really weird with it just by her very nature and her power set and what she's capable of doing. And I feel like he's really taking advantage of it, at least in this first issue.
Oh, I'm excited. And I Doc Elevator said the Bring Down the House book came out. That's by Mariko Tamaki. And I got that and I really want to read that. Oh, we're going to Amoeba Records too. Okay, good.
Nice, man.
And Bill's for a hamburger and shake. I'm going to spend a week in San Francisco, I think.
So
So that was the best thing you read this week. What comes second best?
That was hands down my favorite thing that I've read this week.
Okay.
Second best. Let me pull it up. Because I read a few things. The next thing that I read this week that I really, really enjoyed was I'm going to go with the Absolute Flash #1. Yeah.
Who's writing
this is
that?
Jeff Lemire.
Oh,
Jeff Lemire.
Lemire.
Yeah. So this is Jeff Lemire with art by. Give me a second so I can pull it up. Nick Robles. Robles. And man, yeah, this is good. This is very, very good. The Absolute line has been really strong so far. And I think it's at its strongest when they make changes and those changes are used really well. And so in this particular issue, we get Barry Allen. We get Wally West. Which sorry, bud. Yeah. Which is my Flash, and I think is the best Flash.
Yeah.
You know? So Wally West is the central figure here. He's kind of a teenager. He's a bit of a lonely person, and the whole conceit of this is that he's a military brat. His father is the one that is dragging him all around the country and stuff like that, and his father is the one that is bouncing him around from base to base, and he's a bit of a loner in this. He's honestly, I think it's like 15, 16 in this book, and we're introduced to him at the start of the issue, and he's kind of already got his powers. But the issue keeps bouncing back and forth between present day and past. And I think it does get a little bit muddled and a little bit confusing at times where I go, okay, where is this necessarily in the timeline?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure if this is on purpose with Jeff Lemire, where he's like purposely muddling it a little bit because of Wally's ability of like time where he could jump around and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, is the muddiness of it on purpose, or is it because I'm just not really fully understanding what the timeline is of this? Along the way, we are introduced to Barry Allen here. Now, Barry Allen in this is just a scientist. It doesn't seem like he has the Flash abilities yet. And we kind of get a pseudo origin of Wally West and how he gets his powers and stuff like that. There is the reveal of some of the classic Rogues Gallery here. And I think they do a really interesting job of reintroducing the Rogues Gallery and how they are in this new universe and everything like that, and the role that they play in it. This is probably the coolest that Captain Cold has ever looked. I will say that. Boomerang is in this as well. This is a fun issue, man. This is really, really good stuff. There is a moment in this that caught me off guard. I won't ruin it here, but I will say I didn't expect them to do this. And it lends a lot of weight to what's going to happen in the next few issues. And that's really the thing that I love about these absolute lines and the Ultimate Universe and stuff, is that they're taking these familiar tropes, these familiar characters, these stories that we've come to know for so long, and they're kind of flipping certain aspects on their head. One of them, so have you read Ultimate Spider-Man, the Jonathan Hickman one yet?
Not yet.
I'm gonna keep zip on that. So they did something in Ultimate Spider-Man that I thought was brilliant, and I go, oh, that's an interesting take on the origin, and they kind of do the same thing here with Absolute Flash #1. Now, of course, this is Jeff Lemire. Jeff Lemire is one of those guys. He's like pizza, right? It very rarely is pizza bad. Same thing with Jeff Lemire. I think the only book that you have ever been like, it didn't work for me was Plutonia. Correct?
Yeah. Yeah. Same with Kristen. She's a huge Jeff
Hello?
Lemire fan. Yeah. You froze, it looks like. Okay, no, you're back.
Yeah.
You're all right.
I think the only thing was Plutonia that it didn't work for you, right?
Plutona, yeah.
Okay.
She and I kept those books, though, to remind ourselves of how bad books can be. I didn't root beer it, but it's got a special place in a short box.
Never again. So yeah, this is good stuff, man. This is really, really good stuff, and I'm looking forward to more of this. This is it's not as good as Absolute Wonder Woman, because I still think that's the best one of these so far. But this is out of all of them, this probably is about second place of the first of issue #1s that I've read.
Doc, you're right. He said, he corrected himself. I love Jeff Lemire, and Teen Titans Earth 1 was not good either. I agree with you, Doc. Omnicat agrees with that, and that is the only Earth 1 set that I got rid of. It was not good. Yeah. So what else did you read? You read a lot this week.
Yeah, I had some time on my hands. When actually most of it was read today. I had some time, some spare time.
Oh, that's nice.
Next up on my list, I've got two more. I've got Martian Manhunter #1, Absolution Manhunter #1. This was weird, and weird in a way that I'm not entirely sure if I liked it or not.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is written by, hold on. Let me see. Dennis Camp with art by Javier Rodriguez. And the whole concept of this and the hook of it is that, so we all know Martian Manhunter's human form, right? John Jones, that's what he goes by as a human.
Yeah.
So the concept of this is Martian Manhunter and John Jones are two separate people inhabiting the same body here.
Okay. Like Firestorm?
Right. Kind of, yeah. Yeah. And it gets a little bit weird because, so it starts off with John Jones. He is involved in a bombing, and he survives the bombing, and he's an FBI agent, and basically he goes to the hospital and he's like, we have no clue how it is that you survived this. It's pretty crazy. You really don't almost have a scratch on you. You don't even have a concussion. We also see that his life is kind of a mess, his personal life, where he's in a marriage and his wife is like, look, you're working all the time. You're working 16 hours a day. You're somebody for the FBI. I need you here, and you're not here. He doesn't really have the strongest relationship. Did I drop again?
Yeah, but you're okay now.
We're going to get rid of this Wi-Fi. Yeah, this is going tomorrow. He doesn't have the strongest relationship with his kid, so he has a biological son in this. And it seems like throughout the whole issue, he's being haunted by this kind of mist. You come to find out at the end of the issue, the mist is the actual Martian Manhunter. It's the Martian. And he's helping him basically solve this situation involving the bomber and what led to the whole case and everything. It's a very, very weird book.
You
I'm gonna
piqued
give it a
my
few more.
interest, though. It sounds interesting to me.
It is. It is, and it's really. I'm up in the air if I like it or not, but I'm gonna give it a shot and see if I'm gonna give it another few issues and see if I
Yeah.
stick with it. I don't hate it. It was just a really weird book, and it was not something that I was expecting. And I think it's because it was something that I wasn't expecting that it's really got my hook in it. That's really got me hooked on it, and I, I'm hoping that I'll fall in love with it more because Martian Manhunter is a character that I'm like, man, he's awesome, but I don't think he gets enough love. A lot of people don't really write him in a standalone series. Um, it is a different take. I'll give you that. It is a very different take on a character. But man, the art
Brian
on this is weird too.
Brian loved the weirdness of my Martian Manhunter, beautiful psychedelic art, and has me really anticipating the next issue.
It's very psychedelic. Very, very psychedelic.
James here pulling some next Imaginaut thoughts out of himself. This showcase how beautiful the art of comics can be in a unique and interesting way. You are on a journey of self-discovery with the main character.
It's true. No, it's true. And I think for me, the strongest aspect of this is we're seeing John Jones, the human form of him, as he's trying to balance out and deal. He's almost having like a midlife crisis where he's so obsessed with his job and with what's going on there, and he just can't let it go that his home life is sacrificing for it. And I'm interested to see kind of that dynamic and how it plays out, especially with the relationship with his son, because there's a moment in the issue where his son hints, well, it doesn't really, it pretty much implies that he is aware of the Martian version of him.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. This sounds really interesting.
I'm gonna give it a few issues. I love the art. I'm with James on this. There's a very psychedelic bent to it, and I think you'll dig it.
I'm excited for that. Let's see. Um, Barnacle said Daredevil Cold Day in Hell by Charles Soule came out and was good.
I need to read it. Yeah.
Who's read Resurrection Man by Rom V? It's under DC Black Label and the artwork is insane. I've never heard of the character, but the art got me to pick it up.
I haven't read it.
And so I guess this leaves the least favorite of your reads.
The least favorite of my reads this week. You know what? Let's have some fun. Let's see if anybody in the chat can guess what my least favorite read of the week is.
Was it a DC Absolute book?
Oh, that's kind of giving it away, Jess.
Oh, was it a DC or Marvel book?
It was a DC book.
DC book.
Mm-hmm.
James is saying Absolute Batman.
Okay.
Any other guesses?
I'll give you another minute in the chat.
How many of these Absolute series have you read? Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman.
I haven't read Superman.
You haven't read Superman?
No, I haven't read Superman yet.
But there's Flash, and is Green Lantern out yet?
Green Lantern is out yet.
Okay,
Green Lantern just came out.
One. Okay, and Martian Manhunter. So there's 6. Wait, okay, there's the Trinity plus Flash, Green Lantern, and Martian Manhunter. Okay, that's 6 books.
And you know what my feelings are on Absolute Wonder Woman.
You love it.
I love Absolute Wonder Woman. I think it's the best
one.
I think it might be my book of the year.
Oh, wow. No concept to saying Green Lantern. Jewish Dragons. I am not even going to highlight that. I am just so frosted that book even got made. Not. Hush 2.
The Hushening.
The Hushening. Absolute Green Lantern, I bet.
Okay,
Oh,
good
and
guesses.
GL made it a couple times in there.
Okay. So, Absolute Batman number 5. That was yeah. I am starting to lose interest in this title, and I'm starting to lose interest really, really quickly.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's not bad by any means. It's Scott Snyder. The art is solid. I just kind of feel like he's got a good concept. He's got a really interesting hook with a lot of what he's set up in the first 1 to 2 issues. But I kind of feel like he hasn't done anything with it. Whereas the other titles, they've really taken advantage of really changing things and really giving us some really cool and interesting concepts. And Scott Snyder did that in the first 2 issues. And then it's like, well, now we're just going to get to Batman beating up shit for about 3 or 4 issues. And I'm like, okay, that's fun, but I'm not really interested in Batman as a character here. In fact, I'm interested more in some of the side characters, and I'm more interested, especially in Alfred, this version of Alfred. I'm not even interested in Batman here. The real interesting concept for me is this version of Alfred, and I really would like to see him or somebody else do something with this version of Alfred because I think he's completely badass here. Now, I do like the redesign of some of the villains. So, and I'm interested in this up until I heard that he's planning, or it seems like he's planning, a Joker story. And I'm like, I'm so fucking over the Joker. And I don't know why Scott Snyder seemingly keeps coming back to the Joker.
No, I've heard this too. No Concept says issue 7 is interesting with the intro of Absolute Mr. Freeze. So maybe that's what he's headed into.
Yeah.
I read that somewhere else today, but other people are agreeing with you. First few issues, after the first few issues, Batman falls off quick. Absolute Batman is going downhill. Hush, 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 hush.
This is to me the least interesting book of the Absolute line. Again, I haven't read Superman, but from what I've heard is that Superman actually starts off okay, but it gets a lot better as it goes. So that's going to be on my TBR list for this weekend. I'll probably update you guys next week.
I'll read some
huh?
I'll read some comics too to report on.
Okay. Yeah, this internet. Yeah, we'll do it later.
Akuda thinks you like the issues after number 5.
Okay. Let's see. Issue 5. I think Superman gets better with each
issue.
Yeah, because I was really interested in. I'm like, okay, this is a pretty cool design. You know, the art is solid. You've got a great, but he's done nothing with it. He really hasn't done anything with what he's set up, other than Batman has just run around the city and he's beating shit up. And I'm like, okay, well, give me more than that. All these other titles have really taken advantage of new concepts, new characters, redesigns, new origins, and they've really gone gung ho with it. Scott Snyder hasn't done any of that, and this is that there is an issue 6, and I already know that the post-credit scene or the epilogue scene is Joker, and I go, God damn it, another fucking Joker story. I'm so tired of the Joker at this point.
I am too. I wonder what Mr. Freeze is going to be doing in issue 7 if they're trying to shoehorn Joker into it. I just want. How about if he just kills Joker and then tosses him aside? I'm going to wait till Rook Exodus is collected in library edition, like those other great books. Did you read Storm? That's apparently the best post Fall of the House of X X-Men book. Storm's apparently great.
Have not read Storm. It's on my TBR.
I think the Nick Dragotta art is awesome, but I'm a couple issues behind. That's in Batman. Nick Dragotta.
Nick Dragotta does the art, and the art is great. The art is
Yeah.
very, very good. But it's Nick Dragotta.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with him. East of West is a
Yeah.
beautiful book.
Yeah. Absolute Joker is very interesting in this universe. The post, I love how we're calling it a post-credit scene. The post-credit scene was interesting, and it involved Bane.
Yeah, which is just Bane is still big as hell. There's just Bane is just even bigger now. I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't. Does it kind of feel like Scott Snyder is just going back to the well all over again? Because it's like he keeps coming back to Joker.
I haven't read it, so I don't actually know.
Yeah, because we did Death of the Family. We did, what was the other Joker? Endgame.
Yeah.
And then after that, we did Metal. He was in Metal as well.
Oh yeah.
And now it seems like this is going to lead into something else Joker related.
Wait till you see Bane's lil head.
And I've seen this still. His version of this new version of Joker is like this weird CEO, and it's body horror. He's got almost this other. It's like what's his face from that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie where he's on Mars? Total Recall. The dude with the head and the stomach.
Oh yeah. Gosh, I haven't seen that in so long.
Yeah.
Well, I'm probably willing to give it more than 5 issues. I want to give all of these a solid 10 issue read.
You should. You absolutely should.
So I'm going to wait till they're collected, and I will foolishly buy the standard trades, which will get collected into some ridiculous, awesome deluxe. I'll probably buy the trades of all the Ultimate stuff from Marvel too. Quado from Total Recall.
Am I back?
Yeah.
Okay, I switched over to the other Wi-Fi. We're getting rid of this AT&T Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
Am I better?
Yeah, you're not freezing. Oh, you just froze. Yeah,
Is it
you're
better now?
choppy
Less
now
blurry?
too. You're a little choppy now too.
God damn it.
Are you on Barbara in this? Or Barb's?
Barbara on this.
Yeah, I'm on that too. Good. So.
Okay. We'll give it a minute. Quato. Yeah, it's something like looks like Quato.
Okay.
So yeah, it by no means was it bad. It wasn't bad. This wasn't Bloodline or anything like that. But I think Absolute Batman is starting to run its course for me, and I'm going to give it another few issues, and I might be dropping pretty quickly.
Yeah, I need to use my DC Unlimited or whatever it's called. Infinite DC, something Ultra, whatever it's called, Ultra. I'm waiting for the Dark Patterns trade. I've heard good things about that book. When these books get collected, you'll be able to find them at InStockTrades.com, our fabulous sponsor. You can get from 30 all the way up to 80% off in some of their sales. Don't forget your 2% loyalty discount. We give away a free $50 gift card worth $50 of credit at InStockTrades.com, courtesy of ISD. We'll be giving that away before the manga show does this month. Damn it. And $50 or more in an order gets you free shipping in the United States. Fabulous customer service, fabulous packaging. That's InStockTrades.com. Yeah. Gentlemen in chat, has been a wonderful stream. Sadly, I am getting sleepy, and I fear I will start falling asleep in the computer chair. Take care, everyone. Good night, Kane. Have a great weekend. Thank you for being here. Oh, yeah. Peace and love.
There you go. I'm ready to kind of call this because we're having internet issues
Yeah,
today.
I know that's got to be frustrating for you, so I get it.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody watching, and we appreciate everybody that stuck around and talked about everything on our minds. And we'll have a Patreon show on the 20th.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, 20th or the 13th? Wait, what did I just write down? So I'm
13th.
sorry. I apologize. It's the 13th because the 20th is Easter.
Yes.
Okay, April 13th.
That would be, yes, patreon.com/OmniBros Live. We're for $5 a month. You can join us and a whole bunch of people as we talk and chat about comics. There's a whole bunch of videos on there. Jess and I have been doing it now for a few months. We've been having a great time. And we've had wonderful people on the stream, such as Hondalorian, Maniac Matt, just awesome people. James joins us every time.
Backcato and
Backcato.
James.
Yep.
Next Imaginant's been on there.
Yep. All of you have been wonderful. So we would really appreciate it, guys. $5 a month. Really, it's the price of a cup of coffee, but at the rate it's going, it might be the price of a Kit Kat bar. So, we appreciate it, though.
Thank you, Doc. I don't think I can do that. I'm better at solo streams in the afternoon. Not late. This is late for this guy.
All right. I love y'all.
We love you all. Yep, we love you all. Peace and love. Peace and love. Let's see. Where's that? Here it is. Okay. Thank you all so much for joining. We appreciate you all. Peace and love.